Hey guys, welcome to ANG DIY. So my name is Allison and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a nightstand for only $25. I'm starting this YouTube channel because I'm moving out of the house I live with my parents and my family into an apartment with my boyfriend. And one thing that goes along with moving into any space is furnishing it and decorating it. And I have a lot of DIYs coming up that I'm going to be creating, and this isn't the first time that I've delved into the world of DIY. I have some really cool projects that I worked on in the past that maybe I'll be able to post somewhere or show eventually how I was able to do that. So the nightstand that I'm creating, I actually was inspired by a Pinterest post that didn't exactly have all the instructions on how to do it, but it seems really simple and super cute. You can see the Pinterest here. This was the inspiration. I am going to switch it up a little bit, and the only things that you need are 2 wooden crates, which I got for $10 a piece from Michaels. You need some white paint, which I got an 8-ounce bottle of acrylic white paint. I hope that's enough. If not, I did buy a second, but for this purpose, I'm gonna say 1 bottle, unless I do need more. And that cost $2.50, and then I got some rope. The whole spool of rope came to $5, but we're not even gonna be using nearly enough, so let's just say I'm using half of the spool of rope. We're calling it $2.50, $25 for this entire nightstand. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have both of my crates here, like I mentioned before, $10 all together, these nice big large crates, $10 each, 20 together. Yeah. I also have my cord. It's kind of like rope. I'll bring it closer. I got my white paint, and then one thing I didn't mention the price of are paintbrushes. I just figure everyone kind of has paintbrushes laying around, and even if you don't, they're an investment for at least a couple projects. It's not like you do one and done. So yeah, let's get started. So we start by taking off, sticker. Oh no. We're done! Thank God. I will not make that mistake again. Alright, so now it's time to get painting. I'm gonna take my paintbrush. I got a paper plate hiding back here. I'm gonna put the paint into. Oh yeah. I guess we're gonna get started.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, so far it looks really good. I'm gonna keep painting. I'm gonna paint all the insides, and in the little cracks I have a smaller paintbrush, so I'm gonna do in between and everything. I'm gonna do that now, and then I guess move on to the second one, but I will show you guys if there's any great progress. Alright, so this guy is done. I'm going to set him off to the side, let him dry for a little bit. Hopefully it dries relatively quickly because it is steamy out here all of a sudden. I'm going to move on to the second box. I'm not going to video it the whole time just because it's more of the same, the exact same. But I'll catch up with you guys after it's done. Alright guys, so here we have the almost finished result. For myself, I dipped into the second bottle of white paint. So I think you definitely can accomplish this look with the 1 8-ounce bottle, which would put you at the $25 limit. But I decided to dip into it just because I really want that solid modern look for this one. And I thought that could be better accomplished with another coat of paint. So that's why I used the 2 bottles, which does put me at $27.50, which is not $25, but you can totally do this look at home for $25 as promised. I just needed it done a specific way. But I'm very happy with it. We're gonna add the rope to the edges now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy off, sit him down, and I have hot glue going behind me. So what I'm going to do is take the edge of the rope. I'm going to put a dollop of hot glue on that edge, and then I'm going to stick it to the one end of this handle here. And let that dry for a second before I wrap it all the way down. And then I'm just going to do some additional glue on the top there and begin to wrap around. All right, so that looks amazing. So what I'm going to do is cut off a little bit longer than I need, but I'm gonna cut off the piece right at the edge here. And then I'm going to put hot glue just on the edge. I'm gonna try as best I can to kind of hide the end in between a couple of the other pieces. So I'm actually going to shove it up into the corner and let that dry, and then I will trim the little, what do you call that at the end? The little fringes at the end, so it's not as noticeable. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the edges for this one and then the two on the other crate and check in with you when I'm done. All right, so they have all had the rope added to the edges. It looks fantastic. I'm so excited. The only thing left to do is assembly. So we're gonna talk about how to assemble this for a minute. So I'm actually not going to assemble it today because, like I said at the beginning of the video, I am moving. So I don't want to have this be totally assembled and make it a hassle to move. But I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So what I'm gonna tell you is a couple different ways that you could assemble this together. So I think what you're probably all thinking is, oh, I would just screw it together. That's what I thought at first too, but after more research, I realized that these panels that make up the sides of the crates are extremely thin. And if you put any screws into it, there's a really good chance that it's going to splinter, and that could potentially ruin the entire project. And after all this hard work, you definitely don't want that. So one option that you can do is nails. It would have to be a short nail, probably less than an inch, even 3/4 of an inch. Or another option, and it's something that I might consider doing in the future, is adding plates. So I would put a plate either like right here and right here, or a large plate, and you can even spray paint it, make it look like it's part of the piece, and then screw it together that way. But I think that wood glue will be sufficient for my purposes, so that is something that I will be doing when we put this into the apartment, and there will be a video of us actually putting everything in the apartment and us assembling and all that, so hopefully I'll show you guys then what I actually do. But essentially, this is it. I think it looks amazing. I'm really happy with how that came out, especially since I went into it without having any instructions or even a clear idea of how it was going to go. I just kind of saw what I wanted to do with it and went for it, and I think the result is amazing. I'm very happy. All right, well, thanks guys so much for joining me and checking out this DIY. If you like it, please like it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm very unfamiliar with all this, so I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but whatever it is the YouTubers say, please do that. Leave comments if there's anything you would like to see me try to make. I would love to do it. I'm gonna have a whole series for DIYs going to my apartment, so hopefully you guys join me and take a look at them. I have some really cool stuff coming up, so I'm really excited. This is probably one of the biggest projects that I'll take on, but there's going to be, especially when it comes to decorating, a lot of things coming down the line. And then there's just a couple other DIYs that I've been dying to try, and I will share with you guys if you want that. Or if you don't. I'm going to share it either way, but I hope you like it. Alright, well, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time.